Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy D Rosa. I'm back with some more Daredevil Born Again, episode 8. And, oh my, oh, I love this show. I fucking love this show. This shit been getting better and better every fucking week. Like, I ain't gonna lie. This episode moved the plot, I feel like, a lot. And it was some shit that I felt, it was one thing, actually, it was one plot point. It was one reveal that I did feel that was rushed. But a lot, progressed the story in this episode, I feel. And progressed things from the beginning of the original Daredevil. So, I'm going to get into it. I love this episode, especially because my guy is back. Mr. Ben Poindexter, my nigga Bullseye. Oh my, that nigga is the fucking dog. Oh, that nigga is insane. And I know everybody see the meme of the fucking video that came out on YouTube about how he's the most sadistic villain ever in Marvel. That nigga he is that nigga. Oh. So we start off with Daredevil Born Again, and the boogeyman of Marvel is at the forefront in the beginning. So, the fucking boogeyman, aka Bullseye, he's looking on at his prison sentence while he's in protective custody. But then he finds out that Kingpin, well, this is revealed later on, but I'm gonna just say it now. Kingpin took this nigga off of protective custody and put him in with everybody else. With these fucked up niggas that are like animals. So, Bruh's not PC'd up no more. He's not in PC no more, so it's looking bad. So, Bullseye is hot, and it's not just the fact that he got put in there. It's because, I'm going to get to it later because this is a plot twist, but it was something with this and him in an entanglement, and he did some bullshit. And once you do some bullshit with Bullseye, that nigga holds grudges like a motherfucker, and he will come after you. So we start off with that. Alright? And then after, we see the after effects of Daredevil Girl and Daredevil in their fight. And I ain't gonna lie, his shorty is pissing me off. I didn't like her that much anyway. I feel like Karen needs to come back because there is something missing in Daredevil Born Again. There's two things missing. One thing is, I don't know why a lot of people are not watching it. This shit is fucking amazing. People should be watching it. And the second thing that is missing, it is missing Karen Page. Like, it's really missing Foggy as well, but it's gonna be some bullshit if they bring Foggy back, but they're missing Karen Page. This shit is not it. And they really made her like unlikable in this episode because she acknowledges that and knows that Daredevil was on the scene, and even people in New York City, because it was something at by the end of the episode where there was like Daredevil was the one that saved her life, but she's in the house like, well, Muse and fucking Daredevil in the same. I'm like, huh? What? And she's basically siding with Fist, even though he put this fabricated fucking story out. Even though she was there and she knows the actual truth. And she's like supporting the no vigilante shit. And I'm like, I'm confused, because she was there when Daredevil saved her life. And she's saying like those two are the same. So that pissed me. I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then after, she gets an invite from fake Wesley. He comes in and he gives her an invitation to his party later on. And Daredevil's like, how the fuck you get my address, first of all? And then he tries to talk to her about, like, they only want you there as like a political tool to make face with the shit that happened and make Kingpin look like he was the enforcer in all this shit with the whole Muse shit, even though we all know it's bullshit. And then while that's going on, Kingpin meets Vanessa, and they go in, and they're having a conversation in front of Adam, the nigga that was smashing Kingpin's wife while he was gone, doing the whole Hawkeye and Echo shit. The nigga that was smashing his wife is still down there. Kingpin brings him down there as like a psycho. He's like a psycho pussy whipped ass nigga, a pussy whipped real nigga. So I don't want to disrespect Kingpin. Kingpin is that nigga. He loves his shorty a lot. He loves his bae a lot. And he tells her like, man, he's like, just looking at him, looking at his hands, it disgusts me. He's like, I can't live without you. There is no me without you. And Vanessa's looking, at first she's like, hey, he has nothing to do with this. And then after, they still talk, and Adam is like, hey, can you please get me the fuck out of here? I don't want nothing to do with this. And Vanessa fucking shoots this nigga and kills him. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is happening? This shit was hilarious. Vanessa kills Adam. Vanessa is integral as fuck in this series. She's integral as fuck in this episode, and she's way more integral than she was in the original Daredevil. She is involved with a lot of plot shit in this season, like big plot shit, and I'm gonna get to it. So that goes on, and while we go back, because it's like jumping back and forth between it. Daredevil's girlfriend is like, hey, why don't you come with me so I can be protected or whatever the fuck was gonna happen. And he was like, I didn't get an invitation. Then she's like, and guess. And he's like, okay, fuck it. So he goes to his office, Murdoch and McDuffie. These side characters, I'm not fucking with, bro. The original cast was better. The original cast is missing. I'm not gonna lie. So he goes in. He's frustrated. He's upset. But Charlie Cox is a fucking incredible fucking actor, and he's the perfect Daredevil. The way he was acting in this episode really embodies his frustration with a lot of shit, his frustration with the system itself, and his rage about what was going on and how he was getting misled in a lot of shit. So McDuffie comes and talks to him, and she's like, hey, my friend talked to me and told me that, you know, Bullseye, Ben Poindexter, he's out of protective custody. And now Murdoch's happy about that, but she's like, but he wants to talk to you. He's like, what the fuck? And they're like, what the fuck? And then this is on his mind like crazy. And he's super upset. He even spouts out on one of his clients, and he goes out, and then he actually vents out all his frustration. This is some good shit. From Charlie Cox. He was like, this system is fucked up. He just run down all the shit that just been happening throughout this season. And I feel him. So then after that, damn, what happened after that? Was it the, I'm trying to remember, was it the, but no. After that, it was, I'm trying to think, was it the Vanessa and Kingpin shit, or the shit where he went to jail? But no, it was actually the conversation with Kingpin and young Tony Soprano. That doesn't matter. I'm gonna just get to the Kingpin shit because this was some important shit. So he gets, well, no. Oh, hold on. Okay, I jumped past a lot of shit. I jumped past some important shit. Okay, so Daredevil was figuring out that Kingpin, well, he been had a suspicion, and all of the viewers already had their suspicions that Wilson Fisk was connected in the murder of Foggy Nelson. You can tell because when, you know, Bullseye is coming to like assassinate Foggy, it looked like an actual hit, like somebody sent out a hit on these niggas. So he's trying to figure that out. Then he goes to Josie's bar, have a conversation with Josie, and then they're talking, and Josie tells him like this was the last drink that Foggy had. And then Daredevil was like, no, this is not even his like favorite drink. Basically showing that like they are true best friends and they knew. And she was like, no, this is 100% the last fucking drink he had before he passed away. And then Daredevil comes with the connection. Matt Murdock, he said Foggy knew that he was going to win the case. And I'm like, what? This shit was rushed. Because this should have been like hinted or established earlier into the season. But basically, what they were trying to explain to us was Foggy had a successful case and he already knew the verdict where him and his client were going to win. And if that would have happened, Kingpin would have been very fucking upset about that. So he's putting the pieces together that Kingpin put the hit out on Foggy because he was going to get the victory in that case. That's what it was. But the thing is, this should have been, because I don't remember that they even stated this in the beginning of the season. If they did, it was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I 100%. But I think they did. But I think it was like a little throw off line. That wasn't important. But now it's important that he knew that he was going to win this certain case that Kingpin knew he was going to be upset about. Why Kingpin was going to be upset about, we have no fucking idea. But then that gives them the confirmation that Kingpin was involved with Bullseye murdering Foggy Nelson. So then Daredevil goes to the prison and have his conversation with Bullseye. This was a great conversation, and once again, Charlie Cox is fucking killing this shit because he's really venting his anger, and he's really just trying to get answers. And he's talking to him. He's like, why did Kingpin hire you to kill Foggy? And I ain't gonna lie, this nigga Bullseye said some crazy, fucking sadistic, but like kind of true shit. He's trying to make himself, this whole episode, Bullseye is trying to make himself like the victim. He's like, well, I'm not supposed to be here. This is not supposed to be it. Like, I'm supposed to be getting the fuck out of here. He's like, he ain't taking no accountability. But he's a villain, so it's good shit. But this line was insane. He said, I'm trying to figure it out, and I quote. He said, he was talking to me, he said, in a different life, you would be defending me. You want to know why? Because that's what good people do. Good people even defend their enemies. I'm like, this shit, that line was crazy. Because you can take it both ways, that he's just being a sadistic ass villain, or he's really like telling the truth and getting emotional about shit. I took it as this thing is sick in the fucking head. He is sick in the head. I fucking love Bullseye. And then he gets pissed off and Daredevil beats the shit out of him, calls the guards and he's like, hey man, he was hitting himself and shit. Okay, so that happens. Daredevil leaves. He's getting Bullseye's getting stitches put back in him. I'm like, all right, I already know what's gonna happen because he's closing his mouth. I'm like, okay, his tooth fell out, and all this nigga needs is one item to break out of his fucking prison, and that's exactly what happened. He gets his tooth, he spits it at the nigga, he throws the fucking scissors at him, and Bullseye breaks out of prison. Legend. Fucking legend. Bullseye. I love Bullseye. Bruh. Bullseye is who Muse was supposed to be. This is who Muse was supposed to fucking be. And I thought he was gonna do the shit that Muse was supposed to do the last episode. And I'm gonna talk about that. Cause I was upset at the last part of the episode. I'm not too upset to where I'm like shit on the episode, but I thought something was gonna happen. That didn't happen, and I was pissed. So, alright, so Bullseye's out of prison. Alright, and we get some more plot shit. And it's some other plot shit that happened from, you know, Netflix Daredevil. Because I'm trying to remember if anybody knew that anybody had their suspicions that Kingpin killed Ben Urich. Because I remember Kingpin got away with that shit at first, didn't he? Yeah, because they say he was a murder suspect, but he didn't go to jail for that shit. So we're at the party. Dude's girlfriend's there. She's having a conversation with Vanessa, and Vanessa's basically like, you know, we settled our differences, and I don't think we need therapy no more. While that's going on, she's in there lonely. She's in there upset. I ain't gonna lie, Daredevil did some dick shit right here. Daredevil comes in and he's talking to her, and he's acting like he's there for her, but he's really not. He's basically doing what fucking Kingpin said he was. He's basically using her to get the fist. So, and he's fucking really upset. So Kingpin goes in and he's talking to fucking Kate Bishop's stepdad again, and he blackmails him into out his identity as the swordsman, and he's fussing about that shit. The commissioner, well, before that, a dude takes a picture of Kingpin, and Kingpin sends the task force to go after this nigga. And the commissioner sees, and he goes and wanted to do the dude that Daredevil beat up earlier in the season. He sticks his hand in a fucking frying pan. I mean, a fucking fryer. And he's like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?" And he's upset, and they like he can't do nothing about it. And while that's happening, he leaves, and Ben Urich's niece, he goes to go talk to the commissioner. And she's asking him for information on Kingpin so she can try to out Kingpin. And he asks her like, "Do you actually believe the bullshit you put about?" That's why I said earlier that she had to know that Daredevil was actually the one to fucking help her, because the commissioner says this. He says, "You don't actually believe the shit that Kingpin said, that like, or that you put in the article that Kingpin and his task force was the reason Muse got killed or Muse got defeated. You know it was all Daredevil." He says this. So if he knows this, a lot of other niggas know this. And she's like, "Well, aren't you the one controlling the task force?" And he's like, "No, I got nothing to do with the task force." And they kind of come to agreement to like, they're going to try to share information about Kingpin and his dirty cops. But one of the dirty cops see that shit, so it's not going to go good for the commissioner. It ain't going to go good for the fucking commissioner. And this is some good plot shit, because this confirmed that Ben Urich does know that Kingpin was involved with her uncle's death. And that gotta have a conclusion to it. So this is why Ben Urich is trying to take down Kingpin, because she knows that this nigga killed her uncle. All right, and that's not all. This is not all. We got some more shit. So Daredevil, he's really trying to get to this nigga Kingpin, because now he knows that he had something to do with Foggy's death. So they start dancing. Kingpin and Vanessa start dancing, and Daredevil and his girl start dancing. While that's going on, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how this nigga got here so. I don't know how this nigga got here so fucking fast. This nigga Bullseye, cause this nigga Bullseye shows up at the party, but this, mind you, this is the same fucking day. This is the same day. This nigga escapes the prison, but we know Matt Murdock left earlier than him. He had to get healed, and he had to get stitches put on him, and then he got on a bus with the other cops, and then he shows up to the party. I'm like, how did he get here so fast? So this nigga here, and I'm like, oh shit, somebody's about to die. I'm like, somebody is about to die, and I'm hoping it's Daredevil's girlfriend. if this nigga Bullseye kills Daredevil's girlfriend in this episode, by the end of the season, he is one of the GOATs in Marvel history. That nigga, he pulls up, he gets on the elevator, then is all alert like, hey yo, Bullseye is in the fucking they're like, yeah, that's security. Bro, this nigga Bullseye is a menace. And while this happening, Vanessa is like, hey, I have something to tell you. And then Daredevil hears that, he's like, oh. Vanessa was the one that paid Bullseye Vanessa was the one that paid Bullseye to go kill Foggy Nelson because of Daredevil. And then either Vanessa or Kingpin was trying to get him killed in the prison so he wouldn't be able to say shit. And Bullseye knew this, so he was getting his get back on Kingpin. So he figured that out, and then they switched partners, and he's like, Daredevil basically like, you're not gonna get away with this. You're gonna pay for this. Basically sending her hella threats. And then Bullseye comes up with the fucking sniper rifle, aiming at Kingpin, about to snipe this nigga down. He shoots, Daredevil saves Kingpin. He's on the ground. It looks like he almost gets shot in the heart. No tension, because we know this nigga's not dying. It's Daredevil. He's confirmed season 2. We still need to see him and the Punisher team up. That nigga's not dying. I'm sorry. He's not dying. But fantastic episode. Love this episode. Incredible episode. Let me know how you feel about this episode, bro. Bullseye, man. He's climbing my all-time favorite Marvel villains, bro. He's climbing it. That nigga he's intense and he's a menace. I love Bullseye. I love Bullseye. But thanks everybody for watching. Let me know how you feel. Like and subscribe, and peace. I'm out.